Greetings and salutations, my friends. Here I am back again, back in the saddle again. I'm continuing on my trip from Spain. Just leaving, I think, Betis. Oh, Betis is the name of the company. Sorry. I'm crossing the border, which will be here, into France. And then I wander up through here to Limoges. Probably could have a longer route to Limoges if I wanted to. What if I went this way? No, it's okay. I've done that route already. Once I get to Limoges, I'm not sure. Maybe Orléans. Up into here, Brussels. A chunk of this I haven't really explored, eh? A lot of this stuff I haven't seen. I want to see what it's like. Maybe it'll be good, bad, or indifferent. So we'll play around with this, and hopefully ETS2 doesn't upgrade. Does not upgrade while I'm in midstream. We've got sausages right now, I believe. And we parked here in town. There we go. Oh, if we go this way, is that better? Possibly. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. We gotta get out of here first. Probably could have picked a better place to rest, but, well. There we go. Is this my center key? It's not my trailer, it's my trailer brake key. Okay, it's just a sec, I have to change my keys, because I like to have that middle button as a look forward. Interior look forward. I like to have it as that one. We don't really need a trailer brake, we're not driving in snow. Francia? Yes, we are going to Francia. Cameo bus. Not sure what that was. That bus is not allowed in tunnel, or just... Don't know. Not a bus, so I don't care. Ah, yes, I should change that too, so that this is the light option. The lights, turning the lights on. This one will be that key. Okay. Okay. And this is the high beam? Yes. Okay. Muy bien. Does this have a... Don't think it has an axle that goes up. That'd be Y if it does. No, nothing's going up. Oh yeah, now we get some room on the turn. Oh yeah, we're in France. We went entered into France in that tunnel, I believe. Nice little country road here. Nice little village in the hills. This looks pretty. Whoa. We had a little bit of skidding almost there. I think I want to take the auto brake off. It's just on automatic retarder. Yeah, it's just as noisy. Well, it's supposed to be noisy. It's the retarder. Makes the noise up the retarder. But still. Oops. When I put the brakes on, it'll make the noise of... That's interesting. They look like a Texas gate on the outside of leaving the town. Maybe they have sheep or something. If they want to get into the town or kept out of the town. Uh-oh. Yawning. Yawning, so we may not make it too long. Greetings, my friends. I've had to put on a headband. I was cooking and I had to put on a headband because look, it's just getting too annoying. Too much. I had to put on a headband to keep my damn hair out of my... Don't know how it. I don't know what women do. How do women keep your? How do you keep your hair out of your face? Ah, hey, Steph. Welcome. They are luscious locks, but what the hell do you women do? How do you keep your hair out of your face? Yeah, I bend over the stove and it's like, I'm spitting out hair. I guess I have to buy more headbands or something. The hairdressers are closed until next week. Yes, you learn to suffer. Well, I mean, I got an old bandana that I tied in the loop and then just put her over like a headband, so that holds things back. I'm cooking in that, but I'm gonna look like Prince Valiant or something. Well, no, Prince Valiant as a grandpa, I guess. I'm debating whether I cut it or whether I just keep letting it go and see what happens. Might be my last chance, right? Because it's, you know, locked down. You don't see anybody anyways, and nobody cares. Everybody's like, oh well, that's COVID hair. Yes, it is. That's my excuse. But I haven't gotten a cut for, I don't know, 6 months. Every few years we have a great idea to get a fringe and decide that we hate it and then wait for it to grow out, and it's even more torture. Well, your hair is gorgeous too, but it's not carefree. That doesn't just happen magically. I know. You want everybody to believe it happens magically, but that takes work. I remember when I got married, my ex had long brown hair with nice gentle waves in it. Lovely gentle waves in it. And then when we started, well, I mean, when we started seriously sleeping together, more than just the occasional booty call, she started every few nights wearing going to bed with great big fat rollers in her hair. That's where the wavy hair came from. I mean, this is a long time ago. So she said, so if you want that nice wavy hair, I gotta sleep with rollers every couple of nights. Or not. And I said, can I do the or not? So that ended that, I guess. I think she probably used one of those curling irons or something on special occasions, but torture, eh? Oh, Steph, I wanted to ask you, did you say that you are perhaps moving from A to B? Marge Simpson sort of bedtime, like, exactly, that's what it was. And Jesus, when she'd roll over on my arm with those big fat rollers, it was like, holy shit, I'm sleeping with a porcupine. But yes, I understand you're moving from A to B. Is that for heart or for what did I say? Heart, for your job? Yeah. Ooh. All right. So is this Oh, and if you're working, I mean, it's not as if you have to live next to your office building, right? And does your flatmate also have a virtual type job? Ah. I guess that works, living with your boss. But, my plan is to start. I need to. I'm getting closer to doing my podcast. I read a bunch of different stories online on Twitch streams just to see what had happened. Some chapters of Huck Finn and P.D. Woodhouse, Worcester, and Alice in Wonderland, something else, and then my stories. One with 3 of my stories too. And I just wanted to measure how many views I got. Hardly any views of my stories. Most of the views I got were people who liked the P.G. Woodhouse, Jeeves and Bertie. So I'm thinking maybe I'll start reading those. Do like a 20-minute, 25-minute. And once I build up a readership, whatever you call it, a listenership, then I'll start throwing in a few of my stories and see how it goes. So that's my plan. And people are going to so fall in love with my presentation and my voice and the stories I choose and everything that I'm going to be rich overnight. And I'll be able to fly to Australia for a visit. Oh yeah, that's right. We have to get COVID shots here too. Yeah. In September, our government was telling us, oh yeah, by April, May for sure, everybody will have their shots. Now it looks like in Canada, everybody may have their shots by mid-2022. I don't know, it's just... We had, 10 years ago, the swine flu hit, I guess, lots of places. And the report, government commissioned a report on what to do. And one of the things the report said 10 years ago was, so build up your vaccine, factories. Build up your vaccine production facilities so that the next time a virus hits, you'll be ready. And they did nothing. If anything, they cut back. One reason they cut back is it was a conservative government, and they were very much in, we don't want to be involved in, we want to let the private market, let the private market look after these things. I know. But I mean, we are sort of on the same schedule as third world countries here in Canada. We don't have any vaccine production facilities, and we waited too long to sign contracts. We've got enough virtual doses. I think somebody said there's enough virtual doses so that every Canadian can get 10 shots. If we had actual doses. We have no actual doses, however, so. My friend Chris, who's on here often, American Chris, who's on here, he's in Maryland, and he's scheduled to get a shot next week, I think. So I was pretty depressed when I heard about that 2022. But I've decided that I have to accept what we have now. This is the new normal. So I don't know. I think Ontario, the daily cases is like 1,400. We've gone basically into a modified lockdown. They've closed, bars and restaurants and gyms, hairdressers, everything like that. And schools, they have just they've kept the schools open after Christmas. They've just reopened schools in most areas. They're waiting for the number to get down. Apparently, a good number for Ontario is less than 1,000 new cases a day, and less than 100 people in ICU. I don't know. I've just stopped. I've stopped looking at the numbers, and I've stopped listening to the politicians because, oh, they are so full of shit. Can't get a straight answer out of any of them. But the numbers are better in the U.S. We've basically closed down our airports. We've told people now, all the snowbirds, what they call them, who spend holidays, leave Canada and go down to Florida and such. When they come back, anybody coming into Canada has to have a shot, or has to have a COVID test, and they have to spend 3 days in a hotel at their expense until the test results come back. And the hotel is going to be one the government chooses so that they can control the cleaning staff and the masking and all sorts of stuff like this. So it's going to cost $2,000. So you come back, welcome to Canada, we told you don't go away, now you're back home, yes you are. First you get a mandatory COVID test, and now you go and stay in this hotel that we told you you had to stay in, and that'll be $2,000 please. New Zealand did well. I was really impressed with how New Zealand did, but New Zealand could do that because they are a small, well, they're an island, and I think they are, maybe they trust the government more? Our premier here in Ontario, and our, I don't know. Don't think about it, Gramps. Don't think about it. In other news, I should look. Let me look here. Let me just look at this thing and pop it up on my screen. I want to give you book recommendations. There. In other news, I just finished a really good book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. The Midnight Bargain by C.L. Polk. She's Canadian. It's part of Canada Reads 2021, which is something the public broadcaster runs, CBC Radio. They pick 5 books on a theme, and they pick 5 semi-celebrities. Each one gets a book to defend, and then they vote a book off the island every week, and then at the end the winner is just, well, you're the winner. That's it. You gonna wait for me? Thank you. So the one I read, just finished, is the Midnight Bargain, and really good. And what else have I read? And I read The Case of the Missing Marquesa by Enola Holmes. By Nancy Springer. Yeah, it's the Enola Holmes mystery. There was a movie, a Netflix movie done. That was cute. Another Canada Read books. Butter Honey Pig Bread. I got halfway through. Hench. I don't know if you like. Hench is about it's a world where there's superheroes, supervillains, and the supervillains have to hire henchmen. They hire them from a temp agency. So I liked Hench too. Oh, maybe that one was open at the end. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, 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 ooh. I read the ebook. I'm still, I have to get new glasses. You notice I have no glasses. My cataract surgery was 80% successful. 90%? I mean, I have no cataracts, so I don't have that cloudy yellow milkiness over the world. But my vision, I have a distance and a reading eye. The distance eye is, it's good enough for driving, and I can see pretty good with the distance eye. The reading eye is meh. I can read with it, but if I want to read a book, like more than 7 or 8 pages, especially if it's an older book with yellow letters and that, I'm going to need reading glasses. So I'm going to get glasses for reading and glasses for my computer screen. Like a bifocal. Like the top 2/3 will be computer and the bottom 1/3 will be for reading. So. Magic meets Bridgeton, yes. Yes, that's right. It's a world where women are prevented from rising to the top of society. They're discouraged from rising to the top of society. They are encouraged to go to their coming out celebration once a year. And if they are pretty enough and simper well, and oh, you could do well. I can just see you simpering. They are chosen by someone who has influence and power, and that will help their family. And then their job is to be a dutiful wife, throw nice parties for their husband and his business associates, and be pregnant. And this one woman is one of a number of women. She's a sorceress and could do spells, but on marriage, she'll get a band around her neck and be unable to do magic. So, no, she doesn't want to do that. She wants to be a super magician. It's really good. Okay, I'll stop talking about it. Hench was good too. I liked Hench. I did not. I did neither read it, but yes, it certainly reminded me of the same sort of theme. You know, for some reason the idea of women having to struggle to rise even close to the level of control that a man has. For some reason, that's a popular theme. I don't know why. And this one, the spin on it is magic. Or denial of magic. So The Handmaid's Tale, is that a movie or a series? I should look for it. Yeah, no, I saw that. I know the book. It's by Margaret Atwood. She's Canadian, you know, don't you know? From Toronto. Actually, when my sister had a dog, she would often be walking in the park, and she would meet Margaret Atwood walking her dog. And my sister never really read any of Margaret Atwood's books because she never liked Margaret Atwood. When she met her, she was just, I don't know, sort of a whiny, snobby kind of person. You know, just rubbed my sister the wrong way. And that's, so, yes, yes, with all the white. Interesting too that those white hats that the those, not those the white hats. I'm thinking of the Flying Nun. Those cowls, the white cowls that they wore, were used. Yeah, the white cowls are then used by protest groups in real life. Women protesting that they are being silenced, that they're not allowed to protest. Then they all show up with these white cowls, from The Handmaid's Tale, and they don't have to say anything. And it's just like, nope. All 50 of us decided we'd wear these and just stand outside the courthouse. Do you have a problem with that? No. So I haven't been playing this in a while. I've been playing this Dungeons game. Dungeons and Dragons type online game. It's a single player. Pathfinder Kingmaker. Pathfinder Kingmaker. Money heist. Yeah. Yes. Oh, the mask for Anonymous. That mask like Anonymous? Because that mask is from, I think I saw it in a movie about Guy Fawkes Day. Oh, yes, curly mustache, yes. No, I started talking about something and I forget what the hell I was talking about. I don't know. Was anybody taking notes? Oh, that new game. This Dungeons game. It's based on Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, which I guess is the current thing. And you can play it online, and there is the option to automate a lot of things in the game, like combat and stuff. So that makes it easier, and character selection. That makes it easier, but still, you've got a bunch of people that you have to make sure you keep upgrading their weapons for them, and make sure they got all the spells that they need. And then there's these quests that you have to go on, and you have to. The quest, it's not always clear how to do it, or maybe you should have done something before, like maybe 2 quests before you should have done something and saved it, so that now you'd have that thing in your pocket and say, I have that key. So if you go into various, there's all sorts of walkthroughs where people say, go here, now go here, then go here, turn left, pick up the key, stand again, go over to the tree, kick the tree, turn around, go back out the door. You know, all these things that. Sorry, I sound like I'm bitter about it. I am. It's annoying. It's more frustrating than entertaining, because it seems stacked against the user. But we'll see. I stayed up till 4 in the morning a couple of days playing it, and I'm past that, I think. Don't come out! Don't come out! Don't come out! Thank you. So many games, so little time, but yeah, if I'm going to be locked down for another 9 months or so, I really need to get my rear in gear and I need to figure out how to trick myself into getting out and playing, walking around. I joined up with Plenty of Fish, so I could probably go on there and find some friends to go walking with and chatting with. Not really looking for romance. And there's probably meetup groups in town. I know the only way I'll get myself to do something is to commit to it. And commit to it with other people, so that I sort of trick myself into it. No. I know myself. Okay, when are we supposed to get there? We're supposed to get there in... Oh, we may as well keep going, I guess. We're close to our target. Then I think I'll change the clock to 7 in the morning and I'll find a cargo. Limos Sud. Get on the roof racks here. Yeah, we'll set up on the roof racks. I'm getting back into using my journal again, my traveler's notebook. To journal my days and highlight my weeks and highlight my months. So I can, if I don't plan, at least I can see where I've been. May not know where I'm going, but I know where I've been, so it's a start, right? Going to my son's tomorrow. Every week, my son and his family are in my bubble, which is nice. So I can go visit them once a week. Now he's busy painting, and he doesn't have a lot of time for me because he's painting and moving. They're going to buy a new house. They've got two kids, 2 growing boys in a 2-bedroom house. So the boys need their privacy. So. Let me get over? You are going to let me get over? You weren't going to let me get over. How about you? Thank you. So I can go visit and I can play with the boys anyways. They can chit-chat. So yeah. I mean, they have a house. So they have a house. Alright, I meant they're buying a bigger house. Right now they have a row house, like a you know, these stacked, you know, 2 units, 12 units long and 2 units high sort of thing. So you get a front door and a backyard. And it's nice. But they need to get something bigger. And he's well, I mean, I sold my house. They paid, I think, $150,000 for theirs, and theirs is now worth $350,000. Which is good. But a bigger house is going to cost $600,000, so, you know. Wait a minute. Aren't I trying to drop something off here? What the hell am I doing? Oh, I see what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is this. I may have backed into somebody, but I didn't really. Where was my drop-off? I think my drop-off was right there. Possibly. Where am I going? Can't drive and talk at the same time, obviously. Yeah, so, but they're going to... I think they'll be able to afford it. He's got a good... They both got good jobs now. His wife is a permanent national defense employee. And he is a commissionaire, and he's pretty well guaranteed his job too, so... Kids are 10 and 13. Sausages are delivered. Now how could owning a home be a fantasy? If do you mean that owning a home in... Do you mean that owning a home in Australia in a major city is a fantasy? As opposed to in a little town? Or are they all expensive? Because my first reaction is, but you have all that land. Now, is it because building... is it because a lot of building materials have to be imported? No, you must have manufacturing. You don't just... You do have more to... There's more to Australia than sheep. But I wonder if that's why housing... Is it expensive to build houses? So that could be the problem. The land is cheap, but then to put something on it. Okay, what can we do here? Oh, we want to go, let's see, from... We want to go from Limoges up, I don't know, anything up here. Rotterdam, Groningen, Bremen Dam. Anything up there really is good. So what do we got? Limoges, from Limoges. Oh, what if we sort by cargo weight? Because we really like heavy hauls. Yeah, 24 tons. Oh, no, too far. What do we want to do? We want to do a Toulouse-Lautrec. Oh, why are we not seeing any times? There we go. Now we're seeing them. Okay, let's go back here where we were. As you were. So that's we want something that's, let's see, what time is it now? 10:30. We'll do half an hour, which is maybe a $10-hour. See, why do those ones not? Let's go back here and go to the job market again. Oh, I see what I've done. There, I had okay. So maybe that 8, 16, 24. Maybe that. That one. That might be good. What's that one? That's going to Calais. Ah. That might be fun. Or something into the Netherlands. That's España. Oh. España, Cologne. No, I think we're going to go to Calais. Calais. 16 tons of boric acid. That looks like fun. Oh, and it's possibly here because there's no distance thing saying, okay, well, you got to go 50 miles to get there. So I picked a Valentine's truck. It's hard to see. It's got a heart on it, but it's hard to see the heart. But it's nice purple passion. So this one, okay. So boric acid, and maybe I can make it more. Can we do like a double, triple? No. So boric acid in a curtain cider. That'll be good enough. Unless we have, see, these guys look better. Kron, Schwarzmüller, Chrome, Schwarzmüller. We'll take this Schwarzmüller. Take job. Sometimes I forget to take the job and I wonder why I can't take the job. Because you didn't take it. Oh yeah. I'm liking my new apartment. I'm finding it very quiet. I see the occasional person waiting for the elevator and stuff. Not much. Some young, some old. Seems to be a lot of women with dogs. Because there's a big open. There's lots of parks near here to walk dogs, so. It's near a big government complex, so a lot of government workers. I did not see my place in person. I didn't see my place in person until I moved in. You know, COVID, apartment shopping. I saw a an apartment in the building, the one they have for viewing. This is what our apartments look like. Yours will be different, but the same. And I chose out of several. I was told where it would be. Like, okay, so it's up here, you know, on this floor. Here's the apartment number. So I could go outside the building. I could look on the map of the building to see where it was, and I could go outside. And I could look up and say, "Yep, that'll be my balcony there." And I had a floor map. Like a floor plan of the apartment. The only problem was, the apartment I got is not the same as the floor plan I saw. So, it's close. The same number of square feet. The kitchen is smaller, but the other one, the kitchen was wholly enclosed. This one, the kitchen, as you can see behind me, has that pass-through, or not a pass-through, but like a hole cut in the wall, so that more light gets into the kitchen. That's good. And, you know, I'm cooking by myself, so, you know, how big do you need a kitchen, really? And the living room is the same dimension. I think it's 12 by 15 feet. 12 by 16 feet. But instead of being 16 feet wide, it's 12 feet wide. So that actually means that instead of a 16-foot wall of glass, I've got a 12-foot wall of glass. But I've still got a good view, and that means I've discovered that heating bills are not quite as high because I'm heating it with electricity, and it's really, really freaking expensive. And next year, one of the things I'm going to have to do is when it gets down to minus 18°C, and there's also wind blowing from the east right in my face, next year I'm going to put plastic on some of the windows. But it's doable. I'm really not as poor as I think. If we could travel, I think I would like to start traveling. It is a good size for one. It's nice. I don't have a dining room really, and the dining room table is in my... There's a storage locker in the apartment, which is nice. I don't have a locker in the basement, it's in the apartment. That's handy. My dining room table is not assembled, it's just leaning, you know, the pieces are against the wall in my storage unit. I don't really need a dining room table. I eat either at my computer desk here or I've got a smaller kitchen table that's set up near the window where I can sit and do some writing. So I'll wait till the spring, and my son maybe I can talk my son into taking my dining room table. So in my living room, I've got my computer set up. Behind me is the kitchen. To the right is a small, like a little hallway towards the front door and the bathroom, and then with windows looking outside, a big window, really big, well, not huge, but quite a decent sized window is my bedroom, and I get the morning sun whether I want it or not. So, you know, 7 o'clock, time to get up, I guess, getting bright. Although I've noticed I am perfectly capable of sleeping till 10 o'clock if I want to. Yep. I mean, I don't. If I was living with somebody, I probably would want a dining room table because I figured, well, COVID, I'm not having anybody over anyway, so who cares? But my computer setup is, instead of in the second bedroom, is here in the living room, and then looking over my computer, there's the kitchen table, like a bit of a space, and then the old kitchen table and the patio doors, and then to the right is my couch against the wall. So it's quite nice, it's quite comfortable. The first time, it's the first time I ever lived in a high-rise. Before I got married, we lived in 3-story walk-ups. A couple of them. So we were on the top floor. We were on the penthouse level of a 3-story apartment building. I really would have preferred, in my first, after I sold the house, the last 2 places I've lived have been houses, and in both of them I was kicked out by the landlord so that he or his children could move into my apartment. And this last one, it was in August. They said you got to leave in 2 months, right in the middle of COVID. I just dumped my girlfriend. It was not a good time to have to find a place, and I discovered that after 6 months of the stress of COVID, one of the things that can be affected is your ability to make decisions. And I looked it up, and it's true. So there. I just found it harder. Like, it was like, oh, you've done this before, Gramps, come on. You should be able to decide these things better. And once I realized that, no, it's because you've been stressed for 6 months, so then I was like, oh, okay. Okay, fine. So I managed. Did some lists, talked to my sister, talked to friends. My son was a big help. My daughter couldn't help because she's in a bubble with some friends doing schooling, homeschooling. So they are very strict rules with themselves. They do not open their bubble at all. So I'm happy here, and if I'm not happy here, I can move. So I assume, are you going to hire what do people do in Australia? Do they hire movers? Do they rent a truck? I guess, what do people normally do, and what are you going to do? Yeah, I came out of it okay. And that sort of helped with the stress and depression, or the threat of stress and depression was, no, but you've dealt with these things before. Yeah. You're right, I have. What are you guys doing? Ah, okay, yeah. I hired, it's hard to tell whether there's, so is this a green or not? It was a green. When I moved from my house, I've hired movers, and I've moved myself too. When I moved from my first house to when I was renting, when I moved from the first place to the second place, I rented a truck. And my son and a bunch of friends were going to help. One friend showed up, and he was Hal, who'd had double knee surgery a few years before. And my son. So the three of us moved everything. That was brutal. This time I hired movers. $1,000. Well, $1,000 plus $350, because I packed my wheel. I packed my wheel and pedal and shifter for my online driving here in a box, and I put the box with all the other boxes in the living room. And the movers moved all the boxes. The living room, when they finished, the living room was empty, and the living room at my new place here was full of boxes. And it took me several days to go through all the boxes, and by the time I went through all the boxes, the box with the wheel and pedal and shifter was missing. So, insurance. Insurance has $500 deductible. Well, big deal. The moving company was extremely angry when I even suggested to them that they may have lost something, and as it was, they reminded me that I had no documentation anyways. I had not, the only way, I hadn't done a checklist of boxes, I hadn't numbered the boxes, just my word against theirs. I had this thing and it's gone. Well, we moved everything. We would never do that. We are reliable. My guys are good. Blah, 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 blah. So, well. Life sucks. So, bought a new wheel and shifter. I'd hire movers again. Probably not those guys, but yeah, I'd hire movers again. I'd probably label each box carefully. Label the top of each box carefully. Number each box, and take a photo of it. Take a photo of what you put on the label. Or something. Hindsight. Okay, so I should be... How come we're 80 here? What happened? What's our time? Ooh, it may not last till 11 o'clock. How much time do I have left to go? I got about 20 minutes left to go. Should have looked at the map to see if I was going anywhere interesting, eh? What if I go this way? Or this way? Oh yeah, no, this is all road that I should have done. Could have maybe... No, it's the same one. But the one I'd had it for almost 2 years. Well, no, yeah, I'd had it for almost 2 years, and these tend to die every 2 years, it seems. So I don't know. No, actually, it was 6 years old, really, because I'd bought a G27 wheel. It had died after 2 years and got replaced with the G29, which has died after 2 years and got replaced by another G29. So I had paid probably not $350, probably $200 6 years ago for a G27. So. Geez, I sure could deal with that. I could sure look after a glass of wine. I've started sporadically drinking alcohol. Not often, but I like the taste of a red wine, so every once in a while I buy a bottle or two of red wine. And oh, that was last week. I'm going to visit my son tomorrow to help him, or just to socialize, and also to install a light for him. He's got a bathroom fixture, like over the sink, that he wants replaced. He has the new fixture. So I'll bring my, 3 or 4 electrician type tools, and I'll install it for him. friend built a house and I looked after some of the wiring for his house. And when I took electronic technology, I did some wiring around town. Well, that's interesting, whatever the hell that is. Is there a gas station coming up? Because I'm feeling like I should get some gas and probably, excuse me, now that I'm thinking of it. Oops. Now that I'm thinking of it, probably fade away. Ah, Chris. Ah, yes, I'm back. Yes. Yes, Chris was, I did a stream before supper and I had some supper, which was, I think, some sort of soup that I'd made. I'm big on soups. And I've got hamburger soup and chicken soup, and actually I think I made more chicken soup. Oh well. I know, I'm telling other people that you were here. I remember, but they don't remember because they weren't here. Chris is also in line for a COVID shot, which is nice. I don't mean he's actually watching the stream while he stands in line. This one open? How do you tell if these are open? Oops. Possibly not open? Shit. Why don't they put little green lights above them? Because this one's... okay, we're not going to back up, we're going to do this. We'll just go over here and we'll pretend that we just took a rest. Just stop for a nap? No, we're good. He sort of let me in. Kind of, sort of. Okay, I'll go as far as the gas station and then we'll stop. Ah, Planetside 2 gameplay. I've done a little bit of driving. Speaking of speeding, no, I'm not in the Outback, but Steph, I don't know if you've seen it, I've done some driving Culabra in Queensland, I think. The guy from, maybe I told you about this. There's a guy from Holland the Netherlands, who has started doing a very detailed map in Australia. Little town, some bush trails, farm here. It's kind of fun to drive. Lots of dirty roads, lots of roads with a lot of mud, a lot of red mud and ruts. Nope, nobody. Not that I know of. I don't think anybody's done a map for New Zealand. That'd be good. They should really, because you have beautiful countryside. Now there's a question. If you could, since your office is wherever you move to, why not move back to New Zealand? Ah. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. That helps too. Well, it's a couple hours though. I know when I worked for a while, I worked Trans-Canada. I worked on for Bell Canada, but I worked in a Trans-Canada group. So I had clients, customers, peers, co-workers, or whatever from BC, which is Mountain Time, which is 3. What I'm Eastern Time, so there is Central and then Mountain Time. And Pacific Time, so 3 hours that way, and then east of me is an hour and an hour and a half, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 hours? Maybe 5.5 hours, I don't know. I'm retired. I don't do math anymore, but suffice it to say, doing conference calls, okay, trying to find a good time, you know, and you'd compromise, so sometimes your conference call would be at 7 and sometimes at 5, whatever, so. Well, that's nice. The, whatever they've got is blooming nicely. I don't have a nice horn on this. You know, it's okay, but I just thought, hopefully the AI doesn't think I'm tooting the horn saying, go ahead, cut in front of me. Yeah, so this is going to be another 10 minutes, so I think I'll just finish this. I'll finish this stream. I've got friends online, so I'll go till, it's what, 12 more minutes maybe, and it's what, 10, so almost 11, almost 11. Okay, 11:15, and then I'll be done. Ooh, if I don't run off the road. My Fitbit thinks I got 10.5 hours sleep last night, which is pretty amazing, and I realized that it was counting 2 hours of sitting on the couch as sleeping. It's like, really? Are you asleep? No, I'm reading a book. And it's not as if I fell asleep on the couch. I mean, I got up from the couch and, you know, went to the bathroom, put some drops on my eyes, got my night guard, you know, I don't know, put something in the fridge. Yeah, the houses and scenery are really good in this. This is Pro Mods. They do a damn fine job. There's a new version of the software coming out which changes basically the lighting. So the lighting is more reflective, of where the sun is, time of day, weather, stuff like that. Pro Mods do a good job. I don't mind paying them €1. They don't charge for their software because a lot of it's based on the SCS software. So I guess they can't really profit from it. They're not licensed. But what they do is they say, so our mods are free. You can download 6 separate files from this site, and then reassemble them, and then unzip them and stuff like this. Or if you want to do it simpler, for €1, we'll send you a link for one ginormous file. So I figured, what the hell? They've done a lot of work. Here's my €1. The guy who did the Australia map, I think I just gave him €10. Again, his map is free, but he was looking for more money so he could buy better tools for shading, modeling, and stuff like this. So he was looking for his viewers to support him. So okay, here's €10. I think €1 is a couple of Canadian dollars. I don't know. What's the conversion? Do you know the conversion rate to American dollars? Although I don't know what the latest is for Canadian. I think at one point we were down to 75 cents on the dollar. I'm not sure. Why don't you go into this lane, Gramps? Okay. I'm not sure where we are. I know it's more stable, since now your government is more stable. Don't know. Don't know how many euros. Well, maybe it's not 2, because I don't remember, like I paid him €10, but I don't remember it being $20. Today I set up a rotation schedule for my... Now is this one open? A rotation schedule for my fountain pens on my inks, because I've got 10 fountain pens now. Probably 10 different kinds of ink. So what I want to do is set up a rotation where I use all my writing for a day. I'll use one of my pens for writing all day just to see how it goes. You know, whether you can pick it up after an hour and it's still, you have to shake it, or can you just write with it, how it feels, stuff like this. And then every day I just swap to a new pen, but I think I only have 5 of them inked up. So as I'll rotate through those 5 pens, I have a plan here. I'll rotate through those 5 pens, and as one of them runs out of ink, I will then clean it and rinse it out well, and then put it in the idle bin and pick a pen out of the idle bin and ink it up with an ink that I haven't used yet, or in a while, and that'll be in the rotation. So So I'm trying to work through the pens, and I'm trying to work through the inks. Because there's no point. I mean, you know, if I run the 649, you know, the lottery, if I run the lottery, there would be no point in me, you know, I could buy a dozen really nice expensive pens, but if I got too many pens to use, as it is, 10 are nice, and I think the most expensive one is maybe 80 bucks. Some $20 ones, 40. And the inks are all maybe $5, $9 a bottle. Uh-oh. Inks from different suppliers and in different colors. So I got black, I got blue, I got reds, I got greens. I got a nice orange. Maybe 5 different suppliers of ink. So I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm lucky in a way that there's not a fountain pen store. Windmill head or wind turbine? Was that a wind turbine? Did I miss it? I looked for wind turbine blades. Ah. I looked for wind turbine blades to pull as a cargo, and there used to be some in the game, and I can't find. I found one, loaded it in, and it would not appear up as a cargo, so I don't think it works. But it's kind of fun to pull a long wind turbine blade. I think there's one as part of the special those special cargos, but those are boring. They shut down the road and they route out the traffic around you and give you a pilot car in front and back, and you just futz along from A to B, and it's not a long distance. So yeah, maybe we'll get gas. Yeah, gas I had. I was thinking I could have made it. I had about twice as much. I had 160k to go, and I had like enough gas for 320k, and the game is I don't have a heavy cargo, so the game was probably fairly... I like the way this sounds when it starts, eh? Oop, let's get inside here. Oop, another. Oh, we must be in France. If you're in, we must be in France because there's these bloody. Now they don't mark. They don't mark it as well as they should. And on some places on the map, they mark, there's little brown chevrons. The brown chevrons on the pavement indicating that that is a gate where you can go through with a pass. And I guess whatever they mark are the other ones with no pass. So tomorrow I need to work on what happened last week and what's going to happen next week. Sunday is my scheduling day, but also tomorrow I need to visit my grandson, visit the kids, play some games with them, chit-chat with with him and his wife and the kids, and install the light fixture in the bathroom for him, and probably stop at the liquor store on the way back and pick up some wine. Ah, well, good thing we didn't want that exit, because that's closed. They have some interesting construction on this map too, not just the standard cookie cutter stuff. So like we've said, ProMods does a damn fine job. I think they're on the... there they are. There's the little flashing thing in Calais. What are we doing here? Okay. Oh, there's a cop there. Somebody stopped to look at the cop. Everything all right, officer? Yes, yes. Thank you. There's my purple passion. Oh, you can see the heart now. That's better. Valentine's Day soon. How soon? It's the 6th. 8 days. Oh, well. Yes, see, there you go, Chris. Buy yourself a big box of chocolates and have a great time. Well, because they say the first step towards, I don't know, whatever, you have to like yourself. So, if you like yourself, buy yourself a box of chocolates. Or a chocolate bar. Now last year, was it last year? I think last year I gave out Valentine's cards to some ladies. I gave out Valentine's cards last year to the some of the, or was it the year before, to some of the women I knew in, like, that were servers or bartenders in pubs and stuff like this. And they were the Valentine's cards that you get as a kid. Those dopey, cheap Valentine's cards. So not a soppy serious, no, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just looking to say, hey, you're a nice person and here's a goofy card. Okay, I think we're supposed to get through here if these guys would move. I'm not sure if you can turn right on a red. Doesn't matter, there's cars coming anyways. No, there isn't. This way we can go wide enough to miss that bloody post that they put right there. Nah, I don't mind Valentine's. I don't really care either way about Valentine's. I guess I slightly resent the fact that it's a commercialized holiday. But on the other hand, it's a chance to be nice. Not that we need a chance, but you know. Maybe I'll send my sister a Valentine's card. Although I'd have to get to the drugstore and buy one, but... I called her today, and I usually talk to her almost every day, and she's in Toronto. We did not talk today, and I did not see her online on Facebook, so she might be depressed. She gets depressed, maybe one day a week. COVID depression. Usually when she's been following the politicians too much, she gets annoyed and then depressed when she realizes, yeah, things aren't going to change. Met Kelly the day after Valentine's Day. After we got married, we went to Annapolis for the weekend to celebrate the day we met each other. Ah. So it's not Valentine's, it's the day after Valentine's. Just to be clear there. Sorry, I'm teasing. That's too bad. But, you know, these things... Nothing wrong with missing the good times. You know, they say these things will pass. Yeah, they will, but... What the hell is happening here? Oh, it's, cameras. And, oh, that's nice. The big bloody... Oops, 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 oops. Everybody seems to be going this way. But you went that way. I'm coming this way. Just as long as you don't mind. So this is the intersection in multiplayer that everybody hates. Calais to Duisburg route. Whatever the Calais to Duisburg route is. I'll show you where we are on the map here. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So, here. So I guess this highway? Maybe it's this highway. It's, everybody goes Calais to Duisburg in multiplayer. Because it's crowded, I don't know. You know, I'm thinking I should take down the rest of my Christmas decorations before Valentine's Day. That might be a good idea, right? I didn't put a lot up, but I got a couple of wreaths and, you know, baubles here and there. Christmas, you know, Christmas cushions on the sofa. With the storage unit being up here, it's very easy just to find the box that says wreaths, and stick them in there, and find the box that says cushions and take out the summer cushions and put in the Christmas cushions, and that's done. So did not put a tree up this year or lights. That sort of blurring of days. But I did not throw out the tree either. I figured, you know, I don't feel like doing it this year, maybe next year. Okay. What's gonna happen here? Whoop. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna stare off into space and I'm going to run off the road. Let's get back up on the roof here. Okay. Scuttler in. down a chicken roost? Ah. That's a good deal. That is a good deal. Press the following key to handle job delivery. We're just gonna dump me, buddy. Okay, where are we? We are here. Oh. Okay, so let's see what we have for cargoes. Just where did we want to go from Calais? We'll do that next trip, but let's just look ahead to see what we have. I guess we want anything. We could go up here. We could go up here along the coast. Maybe that'd be cool. Go through Holland and stuff. Rotterdam, Amsterdam, Amsterdam, damn. And what do we got from Calais for heaviness? What do we have for heaviness? 30 tons? Why don't we have heavy loads? Something's happened here. I'm gonna have to check this out. I should have heavy loads. Anyways, that's it for me, my friends. It is 11:20. Time for me to, let's see, I made some chicken soup, sort of. First stage was I took out the chicken pieces and took the meat off and put that in a container, put that in the fridge. And the liquid that I cooked it in, that I had some onions and stuff in it. And oh, and I forgot to put spices in. Okay, I'll have some spices. I put that in the fridge to cool overnight, and then I skim off the chicken fat, so it's not a thick layer of chicken fat. And then throw in some more vegetables, throw in some barley, and cook that until the barley is cooked, and then throw in the cooked chicken, and there we have meals for several days. So, glad I caught you, Steph, and Chris, and others. Thank you for lurkers. Thank you for viewing, cheering, chatting, subscribing, following, blah, blah, blah. My friends, it's the same blurb. Stay safe, stay happy, stay away from each other. Ta-ta for now.